Many people know Gandhi as a holy peacemaker, however there is an evil side to Gandhi. With similar looks to Golem, Gandhi is the ultimate destroyer of worlds, nuking all and any civilizations nearby. And today we're going to be taking on the role in going for a domination victory with Gandhi. Off the start here, we have a really high production start, which is nice to see, although there is literally no food here, but that does not matter. Our people don't need to eat, they just need to work. We also have a natural wonder nearby, which is going to be helpful, giving us some extra gold. We ended up settling next to the deer tile for that production, on a high production tile as well. Even though Gandhi is a really religious focused civ, we're going against the grain and we're not getting religion this game. Instead we go with animal husbandry so we can find the horses, and we ended up going with the scouts so we can find all the goodie huts. Found our first goodie hut and in it was a print of someone's dogs. I mean, not really for me, but I guess some people are into that, so we'll probably sell that off later. We also got religious settlements as our pantheon, which is huge because normally that one's taken straight away, but that's super exciting, so we're gonna have some quick expansions here. And we settled our first city on the horses so we can just start getting horses straight away. Then we met Gorgo of Greece, and oh my, has she been going gem, look at those boulder shoulders. Then we continued the slave labor, working our people to the bone. As you can see, they do not have any food in Delhi, but that is okay, we are making a great empire, not a happy one. And my suspicions were correct, Gorgo did have a foot fetish. She ended up buying the footprint for hella money, so that was quite nice for us. We ended up scouting around her cities, planning our attack, and we also founded our third city. This time, our people actually had food. I know guys, I'm changing as a person. I also decided that we should probably get some campuses and start getting some science so our people aren't fighting with sticks and stones against medieval weapons. We then met the very handsome and chiseled Gilgamesh of Samaria, the kind of guy to turn a straight man gay. We then got a promotion for Bengala, giving us an extra point of science per population in the city, but then I realized that we literally have no population because they're all in sweatshops and we don't feed them. But that's okay, the lack of scientific knowledge is a problem for later me. Gilgamesh used his pecs of deception to try to trick us into accepting a bad deal, kinda like trading $100 for 100 rupees. Not quite the same. We then put in some more policies to open more sweatshops and just boost that production more so we can conquer the world. We had our army tickling at the border of Gorgo's territory and we declared a surprise war. With mobilization speeds like that of Nazi Germany going into Poland, we raced into the borders like a fat kid going after an ice cream truck. We also levied the troops at Akkad. For some reason they had guys just chilling up the top of the map. Don't know why they're there, but I appreciate it. It's good to have them. We continued just moving into their borders, preparing for our attack. Whilst we were at war, our people were just getting absolutely wrecked by barbarians. There were just hordes of them like girls at a Harry Styles concert. With our army of near to naked men with their clubs, archers, and a few elephants, we continued pushing into their borders and begun to siege their cities, pillaging tiles for whatever we could get. Simultaneously, we attacked from the north, sandwiching Gorgo. However, the guys up north were a little daft because they ended up just dying. However, I refused to believe it was my leadership on military tactics that led to their death. Yet again, Gilgamesh with those amazing, immaculate pecs of deception tried to get us to do a shit deal, but we ignored it this time. With our amazing army of elephants and other warriors, we took over the city of Pharsalos. Please don't see, I really do not know how to pronounce that. Then we started to mobilize towards Argos and take out some hoplites. However, due to the distance my cities are from their cities, I ended up just razing the city because it was going to flip in a few turns and that's just annoying. Plus it also fits the persona we're trying to go for with Gandhi here. And with the only really good thing in our army, we took over Argos with our elephants. And same reason, we ended up just raising it because it was gonna flip in a few turns anyways. A few turns later, I congratulated this very fine looking Portuguese man on his baby and I asked how many months pregnant he was. He denounced me, I still don't know why, but we'll figure it out eventually. About 3,000 years after creating our civilization, we realized that there was water by discovering sailing. Quite truly magnificent. With military forces running low, we ended up sailing reinforcements in the form of just hordes of elephants back north, and we fought their forces around the city of Sparta and prepared ourselves to soon siege the city and hopefully take it over. A settler we captured a few turns earlier ended up getting captured back by a horseman because I'm one of those guys that just send the settlers out without being escorted because you gotta live life on the edge, right? Then we met the leader of Maya. Very motherly vibes. I was waiting for her to tell me to make my bed or put my laundry away. We also got absolutely wrecked in Sparta, potentially because we were fighting with sticks and stones against swords, but that's besides the point. We ended up surrounding their settler with my big brain tactics and cornering them into a cliff. And we did capture the settler a few turns later, which was nice. At least we got something out of this. We retreated back from the borders of Sparta and ended up just healing up some units and sending in reinforcements in the form of just more hordes of elephants. Then we went back and begun to attack Sparta again with our new horde of elephants. However, they were even further up the tech tree now, having men at arms, so it was definitely an unfair fight, but we had to push on because we really needed to capture this capital city. However, our wave 2 attack wasn't all that successful as we were just way too behind on science, so a few turns later we ended up piecing out with Gorgo. We tried to see if we could scam her for money, but she was smart, she didn't get scammed for money. So we went to peace, and we just wanted to rebuild our military strength. We also founded a city next to some gunpowder because we would really like to use that gunpowder later on. We put our new governor there as well. We also settled another city in literally the middle of nowhere. The city's kind of pointless because there's literally no good tiles nearby. There's one like sugar tile, but it's not really that great. So that city's probably gonna die, but that's okay. Because we're a war fiend, 10 turns later, once our reinforcement had arrived, we begun wave 3 of the attack of Sparta. Hopefully this time we'll see a little bit more success. If you were to compare us to like a historical army, we would definitely be the likes of Russia in World War I and World War II. We have a massive army, but it kind of sucks, and we ended up just killing everyone. And our army is also massively outdated, but we're gonna push on and take over Sparta. We continued to pillage the lands of Sparta as well, getting some health from the farms and some extra gold and other goodies. We also managed to claim a great person, which was quite the surprise, but a pleasant surprise. A few turns later, the absolute bastard ended up putting walls up, just as I was thinking, oh, we can actually take the city. So we ended up levying the troops of Akkad again, just for that catapult in hopes to get some damage to that city wall. So our troops were just kind of awkwardly waiting around in her borders. But we got the catapult in, we managed to get one hit in, and the catapult died like a turn later, which was very, very depressing. But the war against Gorgo is not over. I am determined to win this war, and if you guys want to see a part 2, please drop a like down below and maybe consider subscribing. I would be literally the happiest boy. I will do whatever for you to subscribe to this channel. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.